I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Denver Nuggets. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with McCollum, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And for the Rockets, we've got Wall, Kevin Love out there with Porzingis. Then it's Porter, and it's Richardson in at the small forward position. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. The pass to Williamson. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Wall against Bledsoe. Outside Porter. To the left wing. Wall wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here are the Pelicans. It's a three-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Porter. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porter passes to Wall. High post shot. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Ingram. That's good from 17 feet away.
And for taller players, the mid-range shot will be there. Ingram well served to knock it down.
Bledsoe against Wall. Over Bledsoe. The Rockets with another miss.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Wall. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Bledsoe with it. Passes it to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's McCollum. That one wide left.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Richardson against Ingram. Richardson, no luck. New Orleans in the lead. Ingram outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Over Richardson. And it's Ingram missing. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Williamson. The dish to Valanciunas. To the inside. It's stolen by Wall. It's Richardson on the wing. Bledsoe against Wall. Love outside. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instinct. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play. You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Rockets trail by 4. Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Porter. Will it go? Connects from three-point range.
Why you always have to be ready around John Wall? Because you never know when he's going to call your number.
The Pelicans have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Bledsoe kicks to McCollum. Love against Bledsoe. It's Ingram on the wing. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That shot off. And it's Houston the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Porter's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Ingram against Richardson. Goes up at the stripe. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Houston in the lead. McCollum trying to get open. Richardson, no luck.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
McCollum right side. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Houston. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Richardson gets a wide open look. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And that one, good. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
McCollum outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Porzingis with the steal. Bob pass to Wall. Knocks it loose. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The instincts Love has, what would you say, just unreal. I mean, you can't teach that. He knows how to work the glass.
Here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the pass to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot to end the drought. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
He's off on the first. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, what everyone loves about Williamson, already an international star. And I love it because he remains humble and grateful for what he has.
Now here's Williamson. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Okafor, the pass to White. Over Beverly. White, good.
White. Assist goes to Jaleel.
Houston leading by 3. Now Beverly. Outside for Redick. Baseline try. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's White. Really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Mavericks. Williamson with it. He's against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Outside, Redick. Down low. Here's Fernando. 9 points last game out. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now here's White. Passes it to Williamson. Over Porzingis, and that one's good. Williamson's got 7.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Pelicans trail by 5. Now here's Satoransky. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Here's Fernando. Pass to the bodyguard. Shot clock at 5. Beverly against White, and it's Beverly missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Okafor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Beverly with the ball. Outside, Reddick. Here's Fernando. Covered by Okafor. Over in the corner, Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot up. Don't usually see him shooting the 3. And the Rockets lead by 6. And so here is New Orleans. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. And White kicks to Okafor. Ingram outside. Goes up on the high post. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's Beverly missing. Pelicans trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one, good. 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
Look, it's crucial for Ingram to keep getting stronger. I mean, so he can continue to finish off tough buckets like this.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Williamson. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Now here's White. Now Williamson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
He's had a few chances at the line, 1 of 3 in the game. Free throw good from Williamson. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Rockets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of the NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
So for New Orleans right now, Zion at the 4 with Okafor at the 5. Satoransky there with White, and it's Moore in at the 3.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And so here is New Orleans following the score by Houston. And it's White missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling. And he's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Here's Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 5-point Houston lead.
Oh, and the D can't do enough with Beverly down there. I mean, he's just too clever for them with his interior shot.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Rockets leading by 5. Inside, Porzingis. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Hayes. White looking around. Yes, that goes in. And so Beverly will bring it up for Houston. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. A floater. Good work there as it goes. Beverly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Got a piece of it. To the middle. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Rockets. Ball comes in for the bodyguard. That's good from Beverly.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Moore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hayes dishes to Okafor. Low block shot on the way, and that's good for 2. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Love right side. Over Hayes. Love, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Pass to Okafor. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Moore. Wall grabs the board.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
He dishes it to Love. Eric Gordon on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Gordon's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
The Rockets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Okafor. McCollum comes in for Satoransky. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for White. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
And last season, Jonas Valanciunas, averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof, rebounding at a career-high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon, what Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Now, here's Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
McCollum finds Bledsoe. Back to McCollum. Right through the D for the layup.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And here's Wall. In the corner, it's Richardson. Offensive rebound. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas. Here's Bledsoe. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Rockets leading by 10. Here's Wall. And the pass to Fernando. A three-pointer off the mark. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Now here's McCollum. Over Porter. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Love watching McCullough shoot the ball. He has such a pure, clean-looking Jimmy.
And Wall. Here we go now. Count that bucket. Wall's got 5 points so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Bledsoe finds Valanciunas. Richardson with the double team. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Now here's Wall. He's got 5. Shot from 12. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bledsoe with it. It's McCollum on the wing. Over Porter. McCollum, no good. Houston leading by 7. Porter with it. Now defended by McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Shots. Foul. 2.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Ingram in for Ejuan Moore. So he gets them both. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
McCollum, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
And here's Bledsoe after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. McCollum against Wall. Back to Bledsoe. Takes the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Wall. The teardrop falls in. Wall's got 7 points.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. Now Williamson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. McCollum against Wall. Passes to Fernando. And that one goes long.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Over Love. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
Houston leading by 14. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. And Wall kicks to Porter. Fires it up. Bledsoe with the rebound.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Williamson with it. Picked up by Love. Williamson, the pass to Bledsoe.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For New Orleans, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That free throw, no good. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Beverly. He's got 9. 44 seconds left in the first half. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Okafor against Love. And it's Okafor missing. Rockets leading by 13. Here's the bodyguard. Second chance shot. Outside for Redick. Five on the clock. Pass to Love. Stolen by McCollum. 1 second left. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Williamson. Bledsoe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They played a determined brand of basketball in the second quarter and began to pull away as we reached the half. That 11-point lead must be looking good to them right now. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling Shaquille O'Neal.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the board. That's a hustle stat.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pelicans trail by 11. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Kevin Love, all out there with Porter. And there's Porzingis, and it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now here's Bledsoe. Back to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Here's Williamson. Dishes it to McCollum. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, McCollum's got 9 points.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
Here's Porzingis, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. That's 10 points for Porzingis.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
And Wall kicks to Porter. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Tries from 10 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 11. McCollum against Richardson. Tipped away. Wall with the steal. Releases from 15. And there's Richardson on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bledsoe passes to Ingram. Back to Bledsoe. McCollum outside. Williamson with it. Working on Love. 4 on the clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For New Orleans, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And the Pelicans making a change here. White's checked in. That free throw good from Williamson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. White against Wall. Pulls it from the elbow. Not going to go that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now the pass to McCollum. Valanciunas against Love. Tries from 7. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Valanciunas.
Finished off by the big man, a 7-footer like Valanciunas. Oh, wow! Nice! You gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
White with it, now guarded by Porzingis, and Valanciunas kicks to Ingram, shoots the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Richardson, no luck. Pelicans trail by 10, and Valanciunas penetrating. Porzingis with the block, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Gordon's checked in for Houston. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Satoransky comes in for McCollum. On defense, Houston. At one point, they led by 16. And that one's good. Ingram. Rockets leading by 8. Outside, Wall. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside, White. And here is Ingram. 8 points for him. Over Richardson. And that one's good. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Guard skills. Ingram confident with the ball in his hands.
Outside, Wall. The Rockets with another miss.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
It's Ingram on the wing, defended by Gordon. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ingram.
Great scoring potential for Ingram. He's a rare combination of height and skill.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Houston making a switch here.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 20 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
They get it back, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 7-point differential. Ingram against Richardson. Fires the 3. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 5th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. They recover it. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Elbow. 2.
And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
And he knocks down the first one. Okafor is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Looking to end his cold spell. And Wall with the slam.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well. Sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
Right the pass to Ingram. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Richardson. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Bodyguards checked in for Richardson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Brandon Ingram. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Porzingis. Okafor grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Satoransky. Offensive rebound. And then Okafor slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here's Porzingis. Another miss by Houston. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And White kicks to Moore. Out to the right wing. Here's Satoransky. It's rebounded by Houston. Fernando's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wall. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is a player who has nights where he can just explode, and we're witnessing a big-time John Wall explosion tonight.
Moore passes to Satoransky. 6 to shoot. There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Satoransky's got 5 now.
He knew he had that one. I mean, when he's got the open 3, he's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him.
Here's Wall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's all about the quickness that Wall possesses that makes him so hard for defenses to contain. He's solid at drawing contact.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first one falls.
The #1 overall pick in 2010. I mean, Wall became a bona fide star. He plays with an edge and energy.
The Rockets making a switch here. Redick is checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pelicans trail by 5. Moore passes to White. Satoransky in the corner. Moore outside. For 3. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And White kicks to Satoransky. White against Wall. White dishes to Hayes. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What's up? Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. For New Orleans, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Fernando. Redick for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Now here's White. Pass to Moore. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that. Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
White the pass to Moore. The 19-foot shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Fernando's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 1:53 left in the third. The bodyguard passes to Redick. And that one's good. Beverly's got 11 points.
Even when contact comes Beverly's way, I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
White against Beverly. Now here's White, guarded closely. Over Beverly. Fernando pulls it in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Oh, man, an efficient mid-range shooter. I like seeing Redick work in this shot from time to time.
Pelicans trail by 9. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high-percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Houston making a switch. Porter's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. McCollum comes in for Satoransky. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for White. Right at the free throw line. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Williamson.
And they're at a loss defensively as how to stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
It's deflected. Another shot. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
Last on the first.
That free throw missing. He's off on the second.
And not doing very well at the line in this half. Percentage has dropped all the way down.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. Another miss by Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The Pelicans have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And the first one drops. And so Moore nails both of them. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Beverly against McCollum. Porzingis kicks to Beverly. Porter passes to the bodyguard. Lays it up and banks it in. The bodyguard's got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
John Wall getting it done for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I ain't say anything for me. I don't really give a... Oh, man. 'Cause I'm all about...
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. C.J. McCollum out there at Bledsoe. And it's Okafor in at center, locking down the middle. Bledsoe with it. Kicks to Ingram. He feeds it to Williamson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
The pass to McCollum. Over Porter. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from McCollum. Beverly looking around. He kicks it to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Love. Over McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Rockets lead by 10. The Pelicans shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Okafor against Porzingis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against the guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
Richardson, he's checked in for the bodyguard. That one misses for Okafor. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Rockets. Houston moving it around. Back to Porter. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
McCollum outside. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Can't afford to give McCollum any breathing room. Once he has it, he's ready to shoot.
Outside Porter. Beverly for 3. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Valanciunas, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. To the paint. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for Valanciunas. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Beverly. Sweet little floater. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And for Beverly, showing a little in-between game there.
Now Bledsoe. And here is Williamson. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And it's Beverly missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
But last season, it just seemed as Brandon Ingram hit his stride just as the shoulder issue ended his season. I mean, you look at his numbers down the stretch. He was finding his confidence.
John Wall's checked in for the Rockets. Both free throws good for Ingram. And during last year's All-Star break, Ingram went home and hit the reset button.
Oh, yeah, put so much pressure on himself. He wanted to be an All-Star with the game in his home state of North Carolina. Look,
wow.
Look at that. That's the exceptional leap in skills of ball. When he's running to the cup, you know he's trying to ram it down.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Good on both.
Oh, man, a star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Oh, that's Wall's vertical. The D can't let him get room to soar near the basket.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
Pass to Love. Now here's Wall. D right on him. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
That's good from Love.
Well, last season, Kevin Love suffering the toe injury in the very first exhibition game. He'd be ready to carry the load, but surgery and a long rehab set him back.
Valanciunas inside. He's against Porzingis.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
And the shot goes in. And after playing as the second, or even, Greg, the third option behind LeBron James, Kevin Love embracing a bigger role.
Give him a lot of credit. He sacrificed stats to help Cleveland win a title. Intriguing to see what he can accomplish when he's set loose.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I like that intensity. Ball won't be denied on these type of drives to the ball.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Pelicans trail by 6. Ingram with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. Over Porter. No good from Valanciunas. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. Took him no time at all on that one. Porter's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
McCollum against Porter. Fires at the elbow. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from McCollum.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
How about that amazing focus from Wall? Even when the D was roughing him up, he was still attacking the basket, keeping his eyes up.
That one misses for Wall.
And they better hope their performance at the line in the second half doesn't come back to bite them. Missing your free throws is a good way to cough up a lead.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W. I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Bledsoe finds McCollum. And Porter comes to help. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ingram missing. Rockets leading by 9. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Houston. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 10. Here is Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Outside, Wall. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Wall's got 35 in the game.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
McCollum against Porzingis. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Over Porter. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Valanciunas.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Porter passes to Wall. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. They grab their own miss. Porzingis, basket counts.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game. Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Love. Fades back, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And there's a nice rhythm to Love's jump shot. In control and on target.
The pass to McCollum. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Love outside. Porter kicks to Wall. Out to the right wing. Love the pass to Wall. Houston moving it around. Richardson for 3, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Porter comes to help. Ingram outside. Over Richardson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Houston.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Wall.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
On offense, here are the Rockets. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Houston. Porter. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Now, here's Satoransky. From deep. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.